Welcome to BAMS Study Guide. In Ayurveda, the physician's approach of clinical examination is used to determine the root cause and then treating the disease. Decision to make diagnosis in Ayurveda is a complex process and it includes interpretation through many factors involved in disease manifestation. And such factors include dosha, dhatu, mala, agni, shrotas, etc. And also take into account of a patient's diet, drug and regimen which is compatible to his prakriti. In Ayurveda, pariksha is the due process of examination by which the exact nature of an object is determined. If we take the word pariksha, pari means all the sides and iksha means observe or to view. So the word pariksha means observation from all the directions. There are two types of pariksha. One is roga pariksha and other one is rogi pariksha. Roga pariksha is the examination of diseases by analyzing Nidana Panchaka. And rogi pariksha include different types like dvividha pariksha, that is pratyaksha and anumana, trividha pratyaksha, anumana and aptopadesha, then darshana, sparshana, prashna, shadvidha, ashtavidha, dashavidha, etc. For understanding the rogi bala, the darshanadi trividha pariksha are of prime importance. Trividha Pariksha is actually a vague term. It includes a variety of observational examination. And Darshana Pariksha or direct observation is the first diagnostic technique in Trividha Pariksha. The factors examined through Chakshurendriya comes under this. So today we will discuss Pratyaksha Pariksha. In Ayurveda, if we take the context of krimi, the word krimi is used as a broad sense for all the macro and microorganisms. Example, helminths, protozoa, bacteria, viruses, etc. Almost all the ancient acharyas have mentioned the term krimi, their classification, causes, symptoms and treatment, and they were well aware about that even during the Vedic period. In case of Raktaja krimi, they mentioned the word adrishtantara, which denotes the invisible worm or adrishya krimi. शोणितजानां तु खलु कुष्ठैः समानं समुत्थानं स्थानं रक्तवाहिन्यो धमन्यः संस्थानम् अणवो वृत्ताश्चापादाश्च सूक्ष्मत्वाच्चैके भवन्त्यदृश्याः. Acharya Charaka quotes that its samuthana is kushta samana. So in disease point of view, all these krimis were identified by its abnormalities which is seen in the surface of the skin, and even though those can bring abnormalities in the other organs also, they gave importance to only skin because they were not in a position to explain that and told Kechit Anavaha. We can understand from this that this is due to the lack of facilities available during their period of time. Nowadays, we use microscope to examine objects and structures that are too small to be seen by the naked eye. So by seeing that, experts can observe how various foreign bodies attack cells and how cells counteract them, all from the view of a lens, and also for identifying which microbe is causing an infection so that physician can prescribe the proper antibiotics, etc. So through Darshana Pariksha, Anumana is made about what treatment should be given. That is, what is not possible to see with Chakshurendriya, a device is used. That is microscope. That is the only difference. If we see the history, Jivaka, who was one of the greatest healers, he did even complicated surgeries at his time. We can call him as an extraordinary man because he not only cured the symptoms but corrected the underlying disorder, he corrected the doshas and suggested ways for a healthy living. We should think that there were no devices to visualize the opaque internal structures of the body. Nowadays various x-rays are there. That too, first there were only contrast and plain x-rays, and now within a short span of time so much developments have been made in the medical imaging which radiology is incorporated. Example, MRI, ultrasound, endoscopy, EEG, ECG. Then we know advanced imaging techniques like PET scan, SPECT, etc. And in all these cases, Chakshurendriya takes parts to visualize, and for making a definite diagnosis, we have to make use of these devices. For example, the features of Raja Yakshma may mimic many of the presently identified disorders, where we can get the help of these devices for differential diagnosis. By history taking, observing the signs and symptoms, and by Pratyaksha Pariksha, we can confirm the diagnosis, prognosis, and can plan the line of treatment. And even our acharyas used to do the same in the treatment. Regarding Arsha and Gulma Chikitsa, Charaka says that if there is a limitation in Bheshaj Pariksha, one can go for Shastra, Kshara and Agnikarma, which were the best ever procedures available. And nowadays, in a more useful way, cauterization is being used especially for vascular surgeries, and we can say that it is a part of Agnikarma only. In Sushruta Samhita Agnikarma Vidhi Adhyaya, Sushruta has described each and every aspect of thermal cauterization. It is the ultimate source to treat the disease which wouldn't be cured with the help of Shastra and Ksharakarma. Only the techniques are improved and the principles are modified, and the aim of our treatment remains the same, that is to give comfort or benefit to the patient. We can say that the quality of life is improved. Similarly, when coming to irradiation, even 20 to 30 years back also there were irradiation techniques, but they required a technique to prevent the healthy tissues which is getting buried along with the cancer tissues which is surrounding, and which could end up in fibrosis and causing many other post radiation complications. Now these modalities from Sushruta's era is emerging again with new researches and advancements, and now we are able to guess the situation and able to prevent the side effects without causing any damage to the healthy tissues. So all these procedures like Shastra, Kshara and Agni Karma which Acharyas were used earlier, they were based on Chakshurindriya Pariksha. If better devices were used, better services could have done. In next video, we will discuss regarding Akriti, Varna, Samsthana, Chaya, Pramana, Prabha, etc. with regarding to Darshana Pariksha and their relevance. Thank you for watching and see you in next video.